the one thing I want to focus on right now is the Puff matchup in general.
Okay.
Because not only is my region being invaded by good Puffs, I'm going to Tipped Off, and that is loaded with good Puffs. So I'd like to just figure this matchup out already. So the Puff matchup or Sheik stuff, I think, or Fox. Those are like the big three right now for me.
Okay. Sorry, I'm eating right now. Let's tackle them one at a time.
Okay.
And let's just do the same order. So let's just start with Puff.
Sounds good.
So what's got your goat in the Puff matchup? Where are you at with the Puff matchup? What's going on with it?
So neutral's pretty confusing for me. The lower level Puffs, they're free. I'm not gonna lie. They can't DI the throws, and I kill them.
Okay.
But the good Puffs, they feel untouchable. In neutral, sorry, I'm out of breath. Ran up the stairs.
No
so the neutral is really hard against the good Puffs, and then getting back aired like to death, like the wall, doesn't really feel like I can even DI that.
Right.
Like even down and away, like I'm just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's like the biggest thing aside from grinding like the throw punishes. So I don't know. It's not a matchup I play too often.
Right. So there's a few saving graces in this matchup. The first, well, I mean, just to let you know, I haven't thoroughly tested it out, but I'm pretty certain sometimes you can get back aired, and even if you are like holding away, they can still just get more back airs on you. So like whenever you get hit, just expect bad things to happen.
Yeah.
Like if you go about it in that kind of way, then it's like it makes everything a little bit easier. So the next thing is like you say against bad Puffs, it's kind of fine because you can grab them and do whatever, right? But like against the better Puffs, it's like harder to grab them, right?
Yeah.
Why is it harder to grab them? Like, what are they doing that's making it harder to grab them? Is it their drift? Is it the way they're drifting? Is it the way they're doing certain options? Like, what specifically? Like, how would you break it down? Or do you even know? If you don't know, that's fine. I can break it down further, like step by step. But
I would say the biggest thing is the good Puffs will actually stay away from me, and they will actually wait until they see an opening. Like they are super patient.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of just me throwing out aerials and trying to take space, but
right,
it doesn't really work too well.
Yeah. Okay. So what you can do, there's kind of like the way I was taught this is there's almost a flowchart, and you need a combination of both things to make this work. You need a combination of preemptive aerials to zone to like cut people out, right? And to hit Puff as she's moving into you. You have to have those, right? And then the next part is kind of a flowchart movement, right? So you stay outside of her short hop drift at you back air, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you stay outside that, or if you're just inside that, when you see her jump at you or like start moving towards you, you just dash away from her. Then when she double jumps, you dash into her. And then if she starts getting too close to you or like moving into you, trying to fall on top of you, then you can dash away again. And from that, you can start sneaking under her and getting up airs and fares and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when they start trying to do back air fade away, with the flowchart, you have to do incredibly slow dashes. So like, I don't have my controller on me, but like, can you hear me tapping on my desk?
No.
Can you hear me? Can you hear that or no?
No, maybe turn off noise suppression.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Where's settings?
You could just use your voice instead.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's like tap, 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 tap. So left, or you go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Like very slow, methodical dash dancing. Like don't try and do really fast dash dancing, because what ends up happening is you get caught by like a stray back air, or you get caught by like a stray like pound, things like that. So you stay outside of those ranges, and then what happens is when they throw a back air out, they realize, shit, that whiffed, that didn't hit. I'm going to drift all the way back in. You're dashing away, and you're like, oh, they're going to drift away from me. I'm going to wave dash in, and I can tip her down tilt their landing. So now they're thinking, well, shit, I can't just drift away from them for free. Now I have to like slightly drift in, right? So they'll back air and then they'll drift slightly in. And when they drift slightly in is when we get the freest fucking thing in the world, which is nair. We get short hop nair on top of them. So the tipper nair falls on top of them. So the auto cancel nair. We do auto cancel nair on top of them and we drag it down a little bit. We hit them so it pushes them away and we land in place, or we drift slightly back. Right?
Right.
When we do this, it is obnoxious as hell to deal with for Puff. The only real thing that she has to beat this is preemptive stuff. She preemptively dash attacks it, or she preemptively forward smashes it. And if you miss space it, she can preemptively up smash it. Other than that, she can't beat it. Wow. She can't true beat it. So like if she does an aerial and then lands close to you, you can short hop nair on top of her. And if she tries grabbing, then you just short hop nair on top of her again. If she shields, short hop nair on top of her. This is when she's fading away. This is when she has her back turned to you, right? So when she's facing you, it's a little bit different, because when her back's turned, her quickest option is nair out of shield, right? But like, or I believe it's nair out of shield. But nair out of shield is like a hitbox is in front of her and she's facing away from you. So it's like she can't get that out fast enough, right? It might be fair. Fair might be quicker, but again, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But when she has when she's facing you, it's a little bit different, right? And so you want to not do that all the time. You can still mix it up. You can still mix nair up, but you want to mix it up with dash back as well. So then it's a more of a mix up of like, are they going to short hop out of shield and fair or not? But it's cool because you use the pushback of the nair to help you with that. Honestly, most Puffs don't know that, and you can just get away with nairing them. And if they don't know it, just check them with nair over and over and over again. Like, if they don't know how to deal with it, then just nair them to hell and back, honestly.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think then what my issue is with nair, at least, is that I was really just trying to use nair as a wall out option versus an actual aggressive option. So that's good to know. It's really good to know, actually.
Yeah. How do you deal with stationary wall of bears? You can dash in and then wave dash down and then down tilt. And so that's a good way of dealing with stationary bears.
Okay.
If they bear and then they land in place, so that's a good way of dealing it. It also depends on where they land with the bear, because if they bear in place and they land, but they're in that like short hop nair range that I talked about, the like dash in short hop nair drift back range, then just do that, you know. So that's also really, really helpful. So it depends on where they're at. So anyway,
yeah,
what's up?
Sorry. I just said I was gonna write that down, because when I do the dash in nair, I always forget to drift back, so I just get shield grabbed.
Gotcha. Yeah. Um, Raj is saying, how do you deal with stationary wall of bears, more so the constant bears rather than landing? So you remember, Raj, you remember the flowchart movement that I talked about? It's dash away on the initial back air and then dash in whenever they double jump. If you keep doing that, you get diagonally under them, and then you can actually start punishing some of the aerial drift. Or you can start forcing them into the sides of the stage or to land on platforms and then punish them going for that kind of stuff. Because like once you get in the right position, then it's like not that hard to just jump in place and fair and do the fair where frame 4 fair hits them because they're in the airspace that you're at. And so you basically just check them with dash dancing, with like the slow methodical dash dancing. You can also use side B. Side B is what I've been using out of dash dance. So like a dash dance, dash right, or yeah, dash left. And if they try to follow you like really hard and they don't do an aerial, or even if they do an aerial. So here's the cool thing about side B, right? If they do an aerial and the aerial whiffs, then you get side, let's say the aerial whiffs, you side B, and then you go in for like an up tilt or like a fair or something like that, or like a forward smash to punish, right? So then you get the punish, whatever. So they go, okay, he went even further back. So I have to go even further back. I have to jump at him and then I have to side B because he's dashing away from me so far. So then we go, okay, they jump at me. I dash away. They're coming forward. Okay, I side B. Then they start side Bing. My side B is fast enough to catch them out of the startup of their side B. So then I can just side B up tilt again. And there's like no real like difference between that, right?
Yep.
Not to say there isn't any like way not to punish that. There are definitely ways of punishing it, but it has certain strengths. So then using rising nair and rising fair to beat out Jigglypuff like as she jumps at you in certain positions is really important to beat like her aerials, to beat her like fair, nair, and back air. So those are really important as well. You have to check her sometimes for her coming forward, but you can condition her to come forward first. You can like dash away, dash down tilt as she drifts back, right? Then we go, okay, she's probably not going to want to land behind anymore, right? She's not going to want to drift away from us anymore. And then let's say we've already punished her for landing in place. So we go, okay, she doesn't want to land in place. So she's probably going to come at us, right? So then we dash away, and after we dash away, she's staying at a position that's closer to us, right? She jumps, we dash forward, we short hop a rising fair, and then she jumps into the fair, and it's just like, okay, yeah, like we can take a best guess or an educated guess that that's probably going to happen, right? Based off of the outcomes of previous interactions. Does all that make sense? I don't know if that made sense or not.
I think I like that you're just laying it all out there.
Yeah.
I'm retaining like 10% of it, but okay. That's why Raj is recording. And I think it'll be cool. I'm sure Raj is going to like compile this in some kind of highlight format. Right. But I want to like go back and like maybe make some kind of flow chart, like a visual one.
Sure.
So
yeah.
But yeah,
you can't. Go ahead.
No, just keep doing what you're doing, I think.
Sure. Yeah. Because you can't completely flowchart it out, right? You can have like certain punishes for certain things that people do, but you can't flowchart everything out. Like they're going to end up doing a really ambiguous drift on you, and you're like, oh, wave dash down tilt punish, and you wave dash down tilt, and they crouch cancel rest your sour spot down tilt punish, and you're like, well, I couldn't have known that this down tilt would not have tippered. Right. It's just like that's just gonna happen, right? And so I mean, shit like that happens. So
yeah. Do you think there's well, I guess we could just minimize the things you don't do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially in neutral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think personally how I handle the grabs in the matchup is I only grab it when I bait them into doing dash attack or forward smash.
Hmm.
Other than that, outside of that, the only other time I grab is when I go for tech roll reads, because I'm saying tech roll reads because I don't know if I can tech chase Puff. But I look out for a certain tech read, because when I nair them and they're holding straight down, they go into the ground, right? And then I look for a specific, okay, is he getting up in place, or I think he's getting up in place, or I think he's coming towards me. And then I get a grab that way, right? And then that's when I get my big damage, because it's kind of like a roulette, right? Like you just make a gamble, you make a guess, and then did I guess right? And then you get a kill off of it, and you're just like, well, I guessed it correctly that time. And then you can start throwing in different mix-ups where if your opponent's good enough, you can grab them, hesitate slightly so that they change their DI to a different punish. And then you throw them, and then you intentionally go for like the different punish setup. So like if I grab them and I do forward throw pivot S smash on like a really, really good Puff, right?
Yeah.
I go, okay, next time I'm going to grab them, slightly hesitate, and then throw them, and then go dash wave dash. Because if they do full drift out, full diagonal or full away and up, or full diagonal and down, I can dash wave dash and react to whatever DI they did of those. The only one that I can't react to is the pivot F smash one. But I know that I'm very confident that they're not going to do slight DI, right? Because I've just punished them and killed them for doing that, right?
Right.
So then I can react to the other DIs that they do, and then I can just like start mixing it up from there again. Because down smash actually kills earlier than the forward throw dash wave dash down smash kills earlier, I believe, than the other ones do. So if you can land that one, that's usually the one you want to land. It is the hardest one to hit, though.
The dash wave dash
down smash. Down smash.
Down smash, yeah.
Yeah, it is the hardest to land. It's very finicky.
I think Renzo actually just put like a video of him doing that. So
really, yeah, nice. Okay.
So that's pretty in line.
That's pretty much the only, like I said, those three situations are pretty much the only times I go for grabs. So it's just like whether or not it's a whiff punish on forward smash, whether or not it's a whiff punish on dash attack, or whether or not it's like a tech read on after I hit nair on a crouching Puff, and then just go from there. So
okay.
But you can get grabs in other ways. You can dash grab. There are things Puffs can do that make that whiff, and they can rest you for it. So
yeah, it's really risky.
Yeah, it can be risky. Yes, they can spot dodge. Which is a really old school thing. They can spot dodge. They can the new school thing, which I think most Puff players aren't even doing yet, which is using the jump squat animation to dodge the grab, and then wave dashing. They use the jump squat to dodge the grab, so they'll wave dash in place, and then they'll just rest you.
Huh. So it's kind of like a Yoshi parry, but as Puff.
Yep, it's kind of like a Yoshi parry, but as Puff. Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. And it's just for the grabs.
It's just for grabs. Her jump squat goes low enough to dodge, I believe, Fox's grab.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yeah. What I used to get rest punished by trying to she would crouch, I would grab and miss and get rested.
Right.
So, I'll still go for grabs because especially if they just don't go for the rest.
Mm-hmm.
If I get a grab, that's really good. But if I do get rested or I can see they're trying to do it, I'll just down tilt it.
Yeah. If they're trying to go for like rests, if they're trying to rest a grab, just nair.
Oh yeah.
Just do the nair we were talking about. Like, oh my god, that nair is so good. That nair is broken. That nair is not okay. Like
Good.
Because most puffs are just going to hold down. They're going to hold down and try and grab you. They're going to hold down and try and like hit you in some kind of way. Like they're going to get frustrated because of that. They're going to get real frustrated because of the nair. Like I don't know. So here's the cool thing, right? So like let's say the puff fades into you, back airs, then stops it short, lands, right? So we dash in, we short hop nair into them, right, to set the nair up, and they dash attack us and they hit us out of it, right? And let's say that it kills us, right?
Right.
All we have to do is when the same situation comes up, they jump in, right? They back air, they cut their drift short, they land in place. We dash in, we dash away. That's all we have to do. Then they dash attack or forward smash, and then we just grab them. It's literally that simple. It's so easy.
That's pretty nice.
A monkey could do it. I have done it. So that's how easy it is.
Yeah, I'm watching you versus Puff, but it's 2015.
Oh God, old school stuff.
Yeah, I mean you're still doing good though.
Right.
Not your prime though. So.
Yeah.
But I am noticing a few things that you were mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to have that visual to look at.
Back in 2015, I didn't do the movement flow chart. I didn't do the nair consistently. I didn't do the three-way mix-ups off of forward throw. And I didn't do the side B. I also didn't do the far punish off of the back air drift away. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah. Let's see.
So what else you got?
So I'm going to watch Dimension versus Dawson. That should be a pretty decent one. Let's see. What about when... So let's say I'm encroaching space. Puff is just trying to wall me out in neutral.
Right.
And obviously Puff can go off stage and she's not going to get cornered.
Right.
So she goes off stage. I'm assuming I'm just at ledge threatening, and maybe she's in the air just trying to get back onto stage.
What you can do, like one thing that I've done in the past, I don't know if this works against better puffs, but you can turn your back to them. And when you turn your back to them, you can, if they try and like move into you too much, you can back air them. And if they like throw out too weird of aerials, you can just back air them. And if you jump out to back air them and they jump to get around you, you can just double jump up air.
Okay.
So obviously they can outplay you, right? And they can sneak in certain things. So you have to stay at like certain ranges. But the more that you like pay attention and play around that stuff, the easier it'll be. And so usually the worst case scenario that happens to me in those situations is they just get ledge. But like usually that's not the problem. That's not that big of an issue.
Yeah. Also in neutral, do you think so you just prefer nair, or do you like to use fair at all, or only fair when you're getting combos?
So I actually really like fair, but I like fair when I'm calling out them like full drifting forward, not like when they're full drifting forward and they're not using back air, right? So like when I've conditioned them to not want to throw an aerial out immediately, right? And or if they just already don't want to throw an aerial out immediately, then I can like dash jump forward and throw a fair out as they're coming forward and check them trying to come forward like that, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really use it too much outside of that in combo game. So, and like full hop. Sometimes I'll like full hop when I'm catching them, trying to like bear, double jump bear, and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Um, dang, I had a question. I lost it.
That's fine.
So if you're punishing drifts,
Mm-hmm.
is it you're usually punishing the after the aerial, right? Not you don't try to preemptively hit them like before they jump because it seems a little like too fast to do that. Or am I wrong?
So, hit them before they jump. So, like, you could hit them as they're jumping, but again, you'd be taking a risk. So, like, every time I go for that fair, it's a risk, right?
Yeah.
It's like a educated guess, but like if I go for them going for if they short hop at me back air and then they start drifting away, I can realize that they're starting to drift away, and then I can wave dash and get the down tilt, right?
Yeah.
But they could mix it up. That's why the down tilt's so nice, because if they start drifting away and then they double jump and I wave dash down tilt, I'm not going to get punished for it, right? I can immediately just dash away again and they can't get to me because they have the momentum of the jump. The momentum of their jump protects me, right? And the fastness of my move allows me to get away before they can really punish me.
Gotcha. Okay.
And even if they can, yeah, they shouldn't be able to punish me immediately because they're at the apex of their double jump. So they shouldn't be able to punish me or anything.
Gotcha. Plus, even if they did hit you, you're like holding down. That's usually good if you're 100%. Any other neutral tidbits that you could think of?
You've got like forward throw. Okay, so let's see. Maybe not neutral, but I think it's probably all the neutral. I think.
Yeah, it did cover a lot.
Not all of it, but like again, pay attention to your short dashing, long dashing, slow way down, way more than you think you would need to. Because Puff is like real slow in the air and you need to match that, and you need to not like move too quickly because you're gonna mess up your shit. So
Gotcha. Do you think, well, obviously having center stage is just good pretty much all the time. But do you think that is the case with this matchup? I mean, obviously being in the corner is bad, but like, would you change like how you approach fighting?
that is the first part of the matchup is gain center stage.
Yeah.
Because Puff like can't really do what she wants to do when she doesn't have it. Like she has to back off like off stage, which doesn't really do what she wants to do. Like there's that. Then she always is in an awkward position when she doesn't have center stage or doesn't have room to land. Also, if you think about it, when you grab and forward throw her and you tip her F smash, you pivot tip her F smash, or you grab forward throw and you wave dash tip her F smash, that kills her on the sides quicker because you're closer to the blast zone.
Yeah.
So it's like getting center stage is really important. And because it's easier to like juggle her, like I talked about before, when you're like quote unquote edge guarding, not really edge guarding, but you're going for like one hit of back air or up air, or when you're sharking her for up airs, it makes it a lot easier. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
obviously being in the corner sucks versus Puff.
Yeah,
that's like I can imagine she covers so many things. What are your opinions on the stages? Like, obviously, Dreamland is bad, but do you have a preferred stage? Like, because I feel like Fountain would be good because the sides are closer and the ceiling is a lot higher.
Yeah,
but I know it would make side B up tilt worse.
So there's like It kind of fell out of meta just because some of the puffs got better.
Yeah.
But I used to have a way of camping puff pretty consistently, and also like approaching the matchup in a completely different way, just because of how FOD worked, where you could approach from the platforms. Like, depending on platform height, if one platform was shorter than the other, or if the other platform was gone, Marth could camp one platform, and if they backed off, then he could approach from it at a really awkward height for Puff to deal with, and then he could get to the nair position I talked about and like corner her incredibly fast, just like super fast. So you could look into doing that, but I think that stage is actually just insanely good, and I usually go there game one, or at least at the end of my career, I went there game one against like every puff, like every puff. Like I played Snowy for a year and a half. Every single game that we played, or every single set that we played, game one was FOD. Or let me not say every, because I can't remember every set, but like practically every set that we played, game one was FOD.
Okay.
So I think that is a super fantastic stage for Marth to start. Like personally, I think it's great.
Plus, you can T drop.
Plus, you can T drop. She struggles with the platforms. So if you ever need a minute to breathe, move to one of the platforms and just down tilt and fair on top of it. And she can't really deal with that very well. So just move there, and then when she backs off, you can approach her from the platform, or you can just take your time getting back down and recentering yourself in the center stage.
Okay.
The next stage, I think, is probably what most people are thinking, just because it's also small, but Yoshi's. I don't think after that most of the stages matter other than Dreamland, because Dreamland, all of your kill moves stop working at like the right percents, and you have to wait a really long time for certain kill setups to work. You have to wait for like the true 50-50 at like really, really high percent, which is forward throw and down throw into up air or tipper fair, which is like not what you want to do. Or like side B into tipper fair, tipper up air, which is just like, again, not what you want to do. But that's, you only have to play on Dreamland once usually. So unless, well, yeah. Well, you might have to play on it twice, I guess I should say. But like, yeah, that's a bad stage. But that's like the only bad stage in the matchup. The rest are fine. FD is really, really good. So, because she doesn't have platforms to move around to. So it just depends on like how you want to go to it. Pokemon is really good still too. I think Battlefield's probably a little bit better for her, but like not that much. It's still fine for you though. Like it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of silly, but I think all the stages are pretty good, other than Dreamland.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being an optimist, though.
What about your favorite defensive things to know?
Favorite defensive things?
Yeah, like what are some like common situations where you know you need to DI a certain way or something like that?
Oh, gotcha. Obviously, if you get into position and you know rest is gonna kill you, hold down. That's pretty obvious one. If you get stuck on the ledge, you can actually go for like a pretty funny like ledge play stuff. You can go for tourney winner, and mix that up with fair from ledge and like no impact land into like down tilt or forward smash. And those options are pretty good. So probably not forward smash in this matchup specifically, but definitely into like what is it? No impact land into like jab, no impact land into like jump nair, no impact land into fair, like auto cancel, like rising. I mean, so like all those things would probably be pretty good. Into jab, like I said, would be fine too. So starting out with that kind of stuff would be good, and then mixing up that with fair on ledge, and then jump like full drift on fair, and then mix that up with like jump off ledge onto stage as you're like almost full drifting, and then drift back slightly and then land with fair on stage. Then that mixed up with tourney winner, and it's just like you keep them guessing because they have to jump up high to punish your tourney winner initially. Otherwise, they have to stay close to the ground to try and punish your fairs and like some of your other options. Yeah. So what's going to end up happening is you're just going to get around them into top platform for free, or like just completely get around them for free and get close to center stage, which is going to be really obnoxious for them. And so I don't think it's like, I don't know. I think some people would probably disagree with me on this, but I don't think it's that bad to go for. So, but I think as far as defense, I think that's fine because you can just wait for them to preemptively jump to go for like trying to punish tourney winner. And then once they try and go to punish tourney winner, you just regular get on ledge for free, right? You just no impact land and run into center stage, and then you're out of the situation. So it's just like, yeah, it's just like they jump, then they jump again to get into a position to punish tourney winner, and then you just get back on stage on reaction. So like after you showed that you're going to do it, they have to prove that they know how to beat tourney winner first though. And then once they show that they know how to do that, then you go from there. So anyway, that's probably like my biggest defensive thing. So
gotcha. How do you feel about ARMS attacks? Because they're pretty, popular, but it kind of, I mean, from what I am looking at, it doesn't seem all that great because you'll arms attack and she's fast enough to just hit you again anyway. So you think it'd be better just take the hit, use survival DI and try to not get edge guarded, or do you think it's
survival DI and then go back for something else? Again, personally, is what I think. I don't think arms attacking is going to be that helpful. And honestly, you're not really going to be in a position to arms attack most things anyway. Like she's going to be doing shit that's really hard to arms attack regardless. Like she's not usually going to be back airing you off. She's going to be knocking you off stage, getting on ledge, and then like resting you, right? That's like most average puffs are going to be doing that, right? Like the better ones are going to be resting you at early percents and then singing and forward smashing you at other percents. And if they forward smash and you tech it, like you said, they still have time to punish. So it's like, I don't really see the point here. I'd rather not be stuck in a situation where I'm just accumulating a shitload of damage rather than just like taking another guess where I could get back to stage. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd rather just take my fucking coin flip.
Yeah, true.
And so.
How about recovery? Interrupting them with up B seems pretty good sometimes.
Interrupting them with up B can be good, yeah, sure.
Other than that, seems really hard. Like obviously, keep your double jump, keep your side B handy,
right?
Your charge, but I guess you just have to pray. She doesn't get you.
So from all the puffs that I've played, it seems like they have to react to you when you're off stage. So what happens is that most puffs aren't going to react. They aren't going to try and react. They're going to preemptively go for things. So what you can do is learn how to position yourself into situations where they need to guess and then make them guess wrong. So like, as an example, Puff is going to be holding ledge. This is going to be on the left side of FD. I'm going to be further out to the left at about where Puff is, right? About the same height as Puff. I side B once, and I'm still floating, right? I drop down just a little bit. She drops down to try and hit me as I side B again. But instead of side Bing, I drop down really low, right? And I double jump up B instead. And I get away from her for free. And now she's in an edge guard situation, right?
Yeah.
situations, small outplays like that really, really matter at the ledge, like, or in edge guard situations with Marth. Like, I cannot tell you how important that is. Like,
No, sure.
because eventually she's going to be like, well, crap, I just have to like drop down like I'm going to do something and then like hold ledge, or I need to like let go of ledge and re-grab. And then I side B into side B again, right? Or I side B into double jump grab ledge before she can get it. And it's like, well, shit, now this guy's just in my freaking head.
Yeah.
And it's just like, like watch me against Snowy and watch how I recover. Like, because Snowy can't edge guard me very well. Or wasn't able to edge guard me very well, I guess I should say. There's obviously times where he guessed correctly, but it's as far as I understand, it is a guess. It's not a reaction type thing.
Yeah.
Unless they're in like very specific situations. If they're close enough, then obviously they can react to it. But that's why like you want to position yourself into the situation that looks reactable, right? And then you go for like a mix up after that. Then you go for like side B, or then you go for drop low, up B, or drop low and then side B and then double jump and then up B, right? Like always hold on to your resources and then see how your opponent responds.
Mm-hmm.
So like, or almost always, I guess I should say. Not always, because sometimes you'll need to immediately up B. Like sometimes you'll need to immediately double jump. So it just depends. Can't say always, especially in this game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's the mix-up game.
Yeah.
As far as edge guarding Puff, I've seen pretty decent success in going for down air, honestly.
Yep.
I mean, it works more than I expected it to, because usually I'm like, with an F smash or trying to down tilt them coming back, and I don't know if Puff can sweet spot under down tilt. Just feels like they can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was playing. You know who Panko is?
Panko? No, I don't.
South Carolina Puff PR. He's good, but I killed him like 5 times with down airs when we played our sets, and
Gotcha.
it was surprising. I mean, that was like the majority of my stocks, like the taken stocks, were from down air off stage. So, but usually that's like if they're coming at ledge height or like coming from below.
Mm-hmm.
So if they recover high and just float on back to the stage, do you like try to shark them with up air, or I guess it depends on the.
If they're coming high back from off stage, is that what you said?
Yeah, recovering high.
It's the same position that I talked about before, where you have your back turned towards them with backer, and you just shark them with it, right? So if they keep going and doing whatever off stage, you just hit them with tipper back air, right? And if they jump up to try and get around you, after you get into the right positioning, you just double jump tipper up air.
Gotcha.
I say just, every time I say just, you have to understand, like, there's a lot going into it, what I'm saying. You're going to have to read different drifts. You're going to have to condition them into drifting in certain ways. And a lot of the times, you're actually not going to get a hit. So just remember that.
Okay.
So, like, more often than not, I think I don't get hits when I juggle. When I say juggle, when I, like, edge guard or try and juggle Jigglypuff. More often than not, I don't get a hit. But every once in a while, I get a hit. And every once in a while, it kills. And every once in a while, that fucking matters. So...
True.
Yeah.
I guess I would definitely rather either get a hit or not get a hit, and not at least not get reversaled.
Right. Because the way that I think about it is pressure wins games. And eventually, whoever puts on the most amount of pressure is going to cause the other person to make more mistakes and to be in a position that causes them to be more nervous, right?
Makes them crack.
Yeah, makes them crack. Yeah, makes them crack. So
that's a good little analogy. The more pressure, the more they crack.
Right. Yep. It's like they have their own little stun bar.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay. What else?
Gosh, what did we not cover?
So we got 2 other characters, right?
That is true. We do have 2 other characters. I guess the next one would be a Sheik. Okay. I play Sheik probably more than any other matchup now. It's been about 2 years. My practice partner is a Sheik.
Okay.
So, but I never feel like, no matter how long I play him, it never feels like I'm, I don't know how to word it, like better.
Okay.
You know, oh shit, that was a sick dare you got on this Puff. Let's turn this off. I don't know, man. I think that's probably just the matchup in general. Just Sheik is just that way.
Right.
Probably the biggest problem I have versus Sheik is obviously juggling her and punishing her.
Right.
Because I feel like they have similar punishes, like in terms of output, not necessarily ease. But yeah, that's the part, is that it's harder to punish her. But if you do, she dies. Right. And then it's just my partner, honestly, where I have trouble in neutral, because he's really good at just like being right outside of my range.
Right.
And he doesn't even F tilt. Like, he just does not do it. He'll go for like, sorry, like full hop needle a lot in neutral. And what else does he do? And he'll purposefully put needles down, because when you hit them, it like slows you. It like causes you to have more hit lag if you hit them, which is pretty interesting. He also chains neutral, which is like weird. But versus like other Sheiks, like Sheiks will just, they don't really whiff punish me much. They're just like trying to dash attack me, or they're spamming down smash, which my partner does not do. So I don't really get to punish it much.
What's your partner do again?
He just needles, and he stays outside my range and whiff punishes me with grab.
What does he whiff punish specifically?
Bad. He'll whiff punish my aerials, or my attempts to overshoot with like probably F smash because I'm dumb, or just any other aerials like Nair. I definitely get more results using down tilt, and crouch canceling stuff. But yeah, he's the move away guy, and the other Sheiks kind of just like go at me.
So it sounds like your training partner has like made a way to deal with the way that you play.
Yeah, for sure. No, so I'm very move forward.
So you need to build something that either works defensively for you, or because it sounds like you're just moving forward a lot and throwing stuff out, right? Like, I'm oversimplifying the shit out of it, but like essentially that's what it sounds like, right? It sounds like you're moving forward and attacking, which is fine. I do the same shit. Not a problem at all, right? Yeah. But the issue with this is we've come across an opponent who has built and adapted a play style that is difficult for us to deal with in neutral. Now, we're going to talk about punish. But before we do that, we need to talk about neutral, right? So we need to build something first to open him up, right? He's a can. He is a thick, hardy can, and we need to be a can opener. So, so let's see. There's a couple ways of doing it. Doing run forward into wave dash back is fine. Run forward, wave dash back is really good. You go for the stupid thing, which is what I do, which is run at them and then wave dash in at them, and then react from there. But again, that's probably not good practice for a Sheik. So I don't really recommend you do that against the Sheik unless you absolutely know that they've been conditioned or that they are the type of player that does not want to dash attack you. So, but I would recommend like run forward, wave dash back, like shorter wave dash back.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's another one. I hope you're writing these down. Okay. Or dash forward, dash forward, dash away. That string is really nice because you can do that from a little further away, and you can still dodge dash attack if they try throwing it out preemptively, but you get just inside the range to where they have to act. Like you get just to the range where it's a little unreactable for them, and then they have to throw something out.
Yeah.
So what you can do is different variations of this where you dash forward, wave dash forward, right? When you're certain that they don't want to like do something, and then you just wait, right? Or you do short dash, or you do dash forward, short dash forward after the dash forward, wave dash forward, and then short dash back. And then you see how they react. If they full hop, you should still, if you do this correctly for the right range, you can still reach them with dash forward, full hop, and then needle them. Or I'm sorry, not needle them. Sorry, fair their needle. Tip or fair their needle.
And or full hop needle.
That's full hop fair, their full hop needle. Yeah.
I guess short hop needle isn't really a thing. I don't know.
Right. Maybe it can be. It depends. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can get under them. You can get under them and shark with up airs. Like, it just depends. You know, the world's your oyster at that point. You can get under them and shield. If you get under them and shield, you can just shield the needles and grab them, right?
Yeah.
But at that point, why wouldn't you just up air them or fair them, right? Because you're just adding an extra step into the juggling system, right? Like, so, the dash forward, wave dash forward, dash away is really, really solid. So I recommend that. The run forward, wave dash back is really good because you also have dash back, which momentum stacks, which gets you like way out of dodge if you think they might try and dash attack. But if they're not dash attacking you at all, you can blow them the fuck up for this. So by doing some of these things. So because if they're showing you that they're just not gonna do that stuff, then just like dash in or like run in, wave dash towards them, and then if they full hop, then you just short hop up air because you're already in position for it. Because like the next wave dash that you should do should technically be like one that moves into them, because you're moving. The whole goal of this is moving into a position that is unreactable for your opponent, and then reacting to whatever they do after that. Does that make sense? Does all that make sense?
Yeah, you're playing around their threat range. You're
not their threat range. So like you're ignoring their threat range at first. Honestly, is what it is. You're ignoring their threat range. You're moving to your threats. You're acting on you're projecting your own threats, right?
Yeah.
And then you're not acting. You're intentionally not acting to see how they'll respond. And then you're punishing their reaction.
So it's like baiting them with your movement?
Yes, it's like baiting them with your movement. It's what I call a feint.
Yeah.
And so, or a bait, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. So like...
Yeah, the feint causes... Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's like flinch, motherfucker, flinch.
That's true. That's true.
And then they flinch, and then you punch them in the face for it, and then you stick them in the same position, and you go flinch. It's just like it's hard for them not to want to, especially if they're the type of player that doesn't want a dash attack. Because I imagine you probably punished a lot of their dash attacks, is what it sounds like. You've more than yeah. Go ahead.
Specifically, no down smash, no F tilt, no dash attack. It's like he doesn't need to versus me right now. So I guess that makes sense.
Right.
I mean, he'll throw him in randomly, but it's not his game plan.
Sure.
But other Sheiks, yeah, they go crazy with those things. And yeah, punishing dash attack, I'm decently good at, I'd say.
And all of what I said, all those strings, start from pretty much your max, close to your max threat. Do you know where Marth's max threat is?
Isn't it like dash in nair range or something?
Nope. Run, cancel, down tilt. It's huge.
From a dash?
From a dash, yeah. So when you're dash dancing, be dash dancing a little further away, dash away, dash in, wave dash in, dash away, and then see how they respond.
Okay.
Or dash away, run in, wave dash back, see how they respond. Okay. What else? You said punish, right?
Yeah, so I know, I'm gonna get them to I think it was 21 or 23%. Okay, so usually from 0, I'll do, the down throw, try to build some percent up on them. Usually, after that, I don't really know what to do. I usually get chip damage up until I know I can up throw them and start up tilting and whatever.
Right. Look for up throw, up air. Up throw, auto cancel, up air is what you need to be looking for, not up tilt.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you could go for up tilt, but it's just I don't know. You start your juggle with up air, really. Okay, so here's how juggling works. So, the whole goal of juggling is to let your opponent fall into you, right? That's the whole purpose of juggling. So, you do that with a couple tools. Your couple tools are at the height of your short hop, you need to have your up air out, right? At the apex of your up air. The apex of your up air needs to be out at the height of your short hop, right? And that is the number one thing starting off. That is where you want to up throw someone and then get under them and then throw that up air out, right? Because what happens? They either, let's say the character doesn't have a stall tool, right? They're like Sheik, right? Let's say it is Sheik, for example. She either double jumps, gets hit by it, or air dodges. If she air dodges, it auto cancels. Marth can grab her and up throw her again. It resets, right? Let's say she double jumps. It auto cancels. Marth jumps in the direction wherever she jumped to and gets under her with a fair or another up air. The juggle resets itself. Shit is fucked up.
When you say it like that, it does sound fucked up.
It is, but people don't know how to do it properly. That's the shitty part.
I think that's why most Marths hate this matchup.
Yes, I would agree. If they knew how to punish like I did, then I don't think they would struggle with it that much at all, honestly.
Yeah, because Sheik's punish on us is a lot more straightforward.
Yes, it's very simplified. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Compared. But here's the beautiful thing though. Once you learn how to juggle properly, it's very easy and execution. I guess I'll say it that way. Like there are tidbits of knowledge here and there, like nuance here and there, but overall, once you learn how to do it, it's actually not that bad. It's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be.
Just something you have to practice. And I agree. I think a lot of stuff in this game is just people not willing to practice it for 10 minutes and figure it out.
Right.
Honestly.
Right, for sure.
There's just some things in the game that you have to practice to get down. It's not like something that happens organically over time, like usually. Some things.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Unless you get lucky early on and you just figure it out.
Right.
But why do that when you have all these resources?
So, okay, we talked about the first tool, right, which is the auto cancel up air.
Yeah.
At the apex of your short hop. Now, the next tool, empty short hopping, right?
Empty short hop, what?
Empty short hopping, just by itself, empty short hopping. Empty short hop, dash right or dash left, something like that, right? I'm going to go through all the tools first, and then if you have questions, let me know. Write all these down, and then if you have questions about them, let me know.
And are these going to be from up throw?
These are going to be after up throw, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That not even directly after up throw. These are either from. What was I saying? Oh, right. Short hop, double jump into aerial, like up air, fair, something like that. Either of those two. Then we have full hop into up air, fair. Then we have up tilt, and I think that should be about it. Maybe dash short hop fair as like the last little bit. And let me know again if you have questions.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. If I don't ask anything, it means I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
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 And so that I wrote down 6 tools.
Okay.
How often do you think you would mix these up? And how many do you think you'd mix up with?
Yes.
Yeah, all of them.
and vary.
Okay.
So again, think about it, right? I would, let's say I grab an up throw and I short hop up air the Sheik player, right? I hit them. I hit them, they DI to the left. So I wait, I dash short hop up air, and then I get right under them, and then they double jump to get away from me. I've already showed them that I'm going to up air previously, so I'm not going to do it this time. So then I double jump to wherever they go to and up air them again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next time I get under them, now it's just like I use wave dashing to get under them, or dashing, whatever, it doesn't matter. I get under them. As they're falling, they get right to the short hop up air auto cancel range. I short hop to do the auto cancel up air, and I do it. They either get hit by it, or what is it? They get hit by it, or they air dodge it, right?
Yeah.
They air dodge it. So I grab them, I up throw them again, and this time they DI to the left, closer to off stage, right? So I actually full hop fair them, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get them further off stage, right? And then from there I just start going into edge guard stuff. But already, just in the example that I did, I got like 4 up airs and like 2 grabs, I think, or like 4 up airs and a grab, something like that, which is a lot of damage. This is like, the goals of juggling is to let your opponent fall into you, and also to build to bait out your opponent's options, and then force them to and then force them off stage. Burn their options, force them off stage, edge guard them, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole goal. Like, that's pretty much it. So, any questions, comments, profound statements?
I think a profound statement and a comment. And yeah, I agree with all these options, because I think what I do a lot, and probably a lot of Marths, is that when we go for juggles, instead of them falling into us, we try to go straight into them.
Yes.
And
that is the biggest issue, yeah.
And it's easier for them to like just get away, and then we don't have a double jump to keep chasing them, or we're still in the air and Marth has no movement in the air.
Yes.
And then another thing that I don't think a lot of people think about is that, and that I just recently started thinking about, is that when you're moving forward, you reduce the size of your hitbox. So if I'm moving up and attacking,
right,
it's smaller.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Because your hitbox is kind of like just float with you.
Yeah.
It's not like a
that's why you're doing the auto cancel up air.
Yeah.
Because it's just you're becoming a fucking what is the word? Hold on. I'm trying to think of it. A stage hazard.
Yeah.
You're becoming a very highly mobile stage hazard, essentially. And if you do it right, you're real fucking hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Like the jump, the short hop, land, and then dash grab. That's really good for when they land, when they're fast falling. So like, let's say they fast fall to a certain position and they nair, and then I jump, and as I'm jumping, I'm like, shit, I didn't start my up air soon enough to catch them in this position. So now I have to fast fall, dash away, dash back in, grab, then I reset the position. Mid tiers are going to do this shit to you a lot. So like, it's good to have this option, right? Again, your fair is your tool. Like, fair by itself is a really good tool to help push certain characters away from you and like off stage. It's just kind of your push tool. If you think about it like that, your sour spot fair is your push tool. It's also really good against Luigi and like ice climbers and certain characters like that. So it's good against juggling them.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, let's say then did our godlike juggle, all our mix-ups, and Sheik's off stage. I definitely have trouble knowing when, because I know you can hit Sheik out of her upbeat, but it feels so damn tight. And so I'll go to hit her, and sometimes I'll hit him, but then a lot of times I'll just get hit by the poof, or I will just hit them and they're invincible, and then I'm just getting reversaled. And Sheik.
Situation. Like, what's the situation look like?
Usually Sheik is like recovering below the ledge. And usually that's just the area she's in that I notice. I mean, Sheik doesn't typically recover high from what I can tell.
Gotcha.
Because that's just bad.
Be surprised. They start having to recover high when you punish all their low shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they can. I've seen like the poof into the edge cancel on the side plat, so it's crazy. Really hard though. Or just they just go to the plat. But yeah, I aside from just the typical grab ledge and like do the get up, punish them thing. Do you think it's worth going for like a offstage fair, or do you think it's better to like maybe try to go for a bear if you think it'll reach and just not commit as much and just go back to the ledge?
Depends on where they are. So if they're further out, then yeah, going for back here is good. There's ways of edge guarding Sheik that are very, very, very good that I use very frequently. But there is also incorrect ways of using it. So like I recommend you learn the setups to it and how to do it properly. Because if you don't know how, then it's just like you're literally just guessing, and then that's like going to take you much longer. Is my only point. So.
Yeah, I know like the basic. I wouldn't say flowchart, but I know the whole grab ledge and when to get up.
Right.
I do get hit by the double poof. I don't know how to deal with that.
Okay.
So yeah.
There's like a few different ways of dealing with low recoveries. There's the double jump. There's the grab ledge, double jump down air. There's the wave dash off of stage into double jump down air where you don't grab ledge. There's jump off of stage into not grab ledge, double jump down air, drift on back to stage. There's all these different timings, beat different upbeat timings from Sheik. So like that's why I'm naming all of them, because they all do different timings. So then you have wave dash, grab ledge, and then let go, double jump down air. And then you have the cool ones, which I love the most, which is wave dash, off ledge, fast fall, or wave dash off ledge, drop down, don't do down air, double jump, sweet spot, grab ledge. That one is super sick because if they wait long enough to get around down air and then they up B, you do regular get up and they have to up B straight up. And when you regular get up, you just wave dash back to ledge once and they die because they can't drift or fast fall.
So it forces a bad up B position.
Yes.
Okay. And so you're basically, and when you say you're wave dashing off backwards, right?
Yes, wave dashing off backwards. Wave dashing off backwards, dropping down, double jump, sweet spot, grabbing ledge.
Okay, and you're feinting the dare.
Yes, you're feinting the dare. That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like babysitting. I know Scar says that.
Babysitting? Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like being close to someone while that you're edge guarding them. And it's just like freaks them out.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really sick, actually. Damn. But I think even more annoying than edge guarding Sheik is when Sheik has ledge. He will do the Sammy stall or whatever, or the Shino stall.
Yeah.
He'll do it forever until you back off. I don't really know a good position to be. He doesn't use, the ledge dash stuff.
Okay.
But I do want to be ready for that when he does.
Right.
Is there like a good footing, like distance away? And if he is just, stalling, because I don't know why he decided to do this, but there's this event in like Uncle Punch where you're on Brinstar and the lava comes up, and your goal is to just Shino stall and not get hit because you're invincible the whole time.
Gotcha.
And he just fucking lives in the lava, dude. Like,
Yeah.
So I'll go to hit him and down tilt it or whatever, and he just keeps on doing it because he's like, he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
But he will get off as soon as he sees me try to grab ledge.
I see.
So it's like, fuck. Like, he's really good on the ledge. It's really annoying. But yeah, those are all my problems. You followed.
What was the first one again? It was him grabbing ledge and then
My
you
distance,
being on
like
your what?
basically like what's the preferred distance away?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So what I do against Sheik is the same thing I do against Samus, which is actually really, really funny. Because I get away with it with murder actually, and I don't feel like I feel like the Sheik player has to be insanely clean with their ledge dash stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, this just works. So stay outside of their like ledge dash fair, or I'm sorry, not their jump on fair range, right? Sheik's jump on fair at like their so like where they're hold on, let me think. Is it their I've never had to like verbalize this before, so I'm trying to think of like the exact position. Outside of her get up attack range. Stay outside of her get up attack range, like pre 100. And anytime she lets go of ledge, short hop, auto cancel, up air.
Short hop, auto cancel, up air.
I'm sorry, not up air, nair, excuse me.
Oh, nair. I was going to say, what kind of meta shit?
Yeah, what in the hell? This is where I intentionally teach people incorrectly.
But then it turns out.
Yeah. But Ark said up air would work. Oh my god. That'd be awful.
The Arc air.
Yeah, and nair. And I swear that beats so much shit that it just like that it honestly has no reason to beat. It beats way more than it should, I'll say that. And I'm like, this isn't just like random people. This is like decent people that this is working on.
Now, is this nair? Is it the like short hop auto cancel nair, or is it like the short hop auto cancel fast fall nair?
You could do either, and it would still work.
Okay.
Or let me rephrase. I've done both, and they've both worked.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
So.
And you do it right when you see her let go ledge.
You see her let go of ledge, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's important because otherwise I'm just going to spam that shit and they're just going to pick a different timing and beat me up for it.
Right. So you're going to react to her letting go of ledge and then like... So letting go of ledge is basically what you're reacting to. So like you're going to react to her like up B, Sammy stalling a lot, right? Like, and that's going to be fine. But I have something for that, so that's not a big deal. So, yeah. So like, you can beat out again. It is disgusting how much it's beating out. And it's just like, I understand. It's like if it were Samus, that makes sense. You know, like I understand that because that's a character with worse tools, right? Even with like aerial interrupt, like I'm still beating stuff out like really cleanly.
Damn.
But like Sheik, come on, this is a really good character. Like I should not be beating out as much stuff as I'm beating out, but sure enough.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So, yeah. And then you can mix it up with shield. So you can mix it up with shield react when they get on. Because eventually they're going to get sick of it and they're going to try and ledge dash F tilt you. And when they start ledge dash F tilting you, you can just shield it and then grab them. Then eventually the mix up then would be they would come on with like try and grab, right? And then you can just go back to nair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You'll want to make other stuff for it, but this is just for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's like we're like low mid-level players still, you know, in the grand scheme of things.
Gotcha.
We're still playing on intention 1 and 2.
Right. Okay.
I think I'm actually pretty decent at recovery.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at mixing up versus Sheik just because I was forced to, because my buddy just happens to be really fucking good at edge guarding.
Okay, gotcha.
Man, the matchup just does not feel like there's much to it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's very like, do this, do that.
Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just simple, effective. You know, this is nice.
Yeah, that's what I want in a game plan, is just not having to guess.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. If you guess, you don't know what you're doing.
Right. Oh, the juggle stuff that I told you works pretty much on every character. You just have to apply different like concepts or tools to it.
Different timings.
Different timings. So like different aerials sometimes. So it just depends.
Yeah. Okay. You want to talk stages?
Sure.
So what are you thinking?
FD is really good. That's probably your best stage.
Really?
Yeah.
It's always felt even to me, but it's because I can't juggle.
Right. FD is so good because you can juggle. So like I played against one of my friends who's good the other day, and I killed him when he tried switching to Zelda and transforming because I killed him at really early %, right? And he's just like, well, that sucked. And he transforms from like he double jumps away from Plat, and he transforms from Zelda, and I 0 to death him from it. And it's just like,
damn,
bro, this character sucks. But yeah, that's like, you can't do that on other stages because of platforms.
Yeah,
that's my point. You're not gonna get that on other stages. So like,
yeah, that's true. It makes her recovery worse.
you need that stage to practice your juggles too.
That is
really need that stage to practice your juggles, because that's the stage where that shit like, yo, that shit hits different.
That is good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My buddy has a Zelda, and he's force stocked me with it.
Do what?
My buddy's Zelda.
Oh yeah,
Actually, like real.
damn.
I've definitely been force stocked because I wouldn't stop running in, but that definitely taught me to not run in.
Nice.
Which is godlike, not running in.
Yeah.
Like, Zelda literally can't do shit if you just stand there and keep her out. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, I get too excited.
No worries.
Is there like a stage that would be really bad? Like, is Dreamland bad? I don't know.
Really mind most of the stages against the character. I don't usually like going to Dreamland, but I think I prefer it over FOD. And I don't like FOD because the platform heights make things a little awkward. Juggle wise, they just make things kind of strange sometimes. So I try and avoid that stage, at least personally. That might be a personal thing though, so that might not even be like a character thing.
Yeah, I guess Dreamland's just bad because not only do they live longer, which isn't too bad because Sheik's recovery is just like not good at some point. Like she's just not going to reach back, kind of like Falco.
Yeah.
But if she, can poof to the side plat, that's when it's like, okay, well, Edgeguard's over, I guess. I mean, you could probably like just get a juggle going, but yeah. I'd rather just be able to like kill it though. Okay. I don't know what else to cover on Sheik. We did neutral, we did punish, we did edge guarding and recovery, pretty much. Unless there's any tricks you know of for recovering, but I don't think it's too bad.
Nah, no real like secret tricks. I have like some setups that are just unfucking godly. Like I don't even think I should share them because it's so like.
Don't do it.
It's just so like, dude, like I don't know, man. It's so funny. It's just so funny, but it's so effective and amazing. Basically what it is when you knock Sheik off stage and you get her to a certain position where you turn your back towards the ledge, right? And you wave dash to grab ledge and she up Bs in reaction, right? And she up Bs onto the stage and then you lose your like, you lose like the potential for anything, right? Like you have to like, you get like what, an up air or like a nair or something like that, or you get on and you re-grab her and down through her off stage and she just does the same shit.
Yeah.
Here's the secret sauce so that you and anybody else who's watching this video, I guess, or whatever this turns out to be. Here's the secret sauce. You knock her off stage. You get in this position, right? You dash away from stage, you wave dash, you cut your wave dash short so you don't actually wave dash to ledge. So that they still react and they start up being. And you fucking forward smash. I shit you not, this works so goddamn well. It is insane. The most fucked up part about all of this is that when you do it at low percent, like 15 or 20%, and you sour spot hit them, guess what it true combos into next when they try up being again? The only thing they can do is instant up B again. And the only thing you can do is one option, and it true combos into it. And it's another forward smash, baby. And it happens to Tipper this time, and that kills.
So you get sour spot F smash into Tipper F smash.
Into Tipper F smash, that's correct.
Damn, dude.
It is cursed.
Yeah, I don't think you should share that. Delete the VODs, Raj.
Delete the VODs, Raj. Yeah, it's like cursed technology. But I was just like, I don't know, eating paste one day, and I was just like, I solved it. I solved the thing.
Wow.
Anyway, it's too funny not to share.
I'm definitely going to pay attention to any VODs you have.
Yeah. Well, this is like not since I've been playing, like recording and stuff like that, and so I'll try and get some like friendlies recorded against one of my guys. He's a Sheik player, so
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Just like a concept video.
Right.
can you imagine, like, I can't imagine a world where Sheik's like, yeah, Marth wins this matchup. Like, they probably do say that, but
All the Sheiks that I've played tell me that Marth wins the matchup. Yeah.
No one believes that, dude.
Yeah.
No one who's played both characters, at least.
Oh my god. I think I can see the argument.
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, I could see it.
I think at a high level, it's even.
Okay. Yeah.
Low level, it's Sheik all day, baby.
Right.
Because it's like she doesn't really get punished at all.
Right.
Recovery is still not. It's more free than it should be. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Sheik is just like, she has more layers to uncover, I think.
Yeah. She's like an ogre, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm definitely thinking about that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for Sheik.
Okay. All right. What's the last one? Fox?
We can if you want.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Go over a little bit. What you got?
Let's see. Well, Fox in general, like, it's not like I don't have ideas. I mean, it's one of my best matchups, obviously.
Sure.
Foxes a lot of the times will, especially the one, because like I'm technically number 2 in my region, and then number 1 is a Fox, and he just dash dance camps, like,
gotcha.
Not saying it in a salty way, like,
Sure.
But he'll do that, and he'll do this thing where he runs at you and then wave dashes down, outside of your range, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll go in. Like, instead of just going in, he'll like mix up his timing and then get you. So, and Fox is so fast that it feels like if I see him running, it makes me want to preemptively put a move out.
Right.
But if I do that, he'll just, stop right outside of it and then punish whatever lag it might have. Unless it's like auto cancel nair or a down tilt, maybe.
Right.
There is just a lot of nuance, I guess.
Okay.
I wish I had a VOD, man. Dang. Wonder if I do. I guess I just don't. That's unfortunate. Hold on, let me check my folder real quick, actually.
No worries.
Never mind, I deleted them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Fox, I don't need much help in. It's just like this dude specifically. So without VOD, it's not really useful.
Gotcha. I mean, again, you could probably tell me some of the stuff that he was doing that could probably help you out. Like run up, wave dash down. You could probably just like short hop nair into him if you space it right. Like, what's the position? Like, what's the full position, right? Like, where are you? Where is he? Where is he in relation to your threat? That kind of stuff.
Well, basically, we could be anywhere on the stage, like on the bottom, not on the plats. Yeah, he usually just does the wave dash down right outside, probably like F smash range. That's where he just likes to go.
Run all the way up to your F smash range and wave dash down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he'll just whiff punish me. Unless I don't do anything. Sometimes I'll catch him like if I see that he'll do that, sometimes I'll just dash forward.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I can just straight grab him because he's still just waiting for me to do something instead. Or
Right.
if he does notice me running in, he'll run away, and sometimes I can overshoot punish it.
Mm.
But that's all I got as answers right now.
Low your forward dash. So just dash forward and don't do anything else and see how he responds. Dash forward, just stop. And if he starts running forward, just grab him.
Okay.
It sounds like he's not respecting your distance at all or any of your space. So, like, what you need to do is just like make him respect your shit because he's not respecting it at all. It sounds like he's just running into your face and wave dashing down and doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. And the only reason it's working is because you're being cautious of his space and you're staying like you're what's the word? You're like you're dash dancing in a way where because I imagine you get stuck in the corner a lot, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you're dashing away, right? In these situations because he's running forward.
Yeah.
Right. So like just dash forward, just do a short dash forward. Don't do a long dash forward. Do a very short dash forward. See how he runs. If he runs into you, then you could just do dash forward, short hop back fair. You could do dash forward, grab in place. Short hop nair in place, drift back. You could do a bunch of different stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that'll beat the shit out of that if he keeps trying to do that. Because he's like calling you out hard that you're just gonna dash back. So you have to stop doing the dash back. So you could do dash forward, wave dash back. If you do long dash forward, you could wave dash back and then you could grab him as he tries to overshoot.
Okay.
So those are a few options.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm trying to think of something because there's things that he does that I haven't been dealing with, but I know the answer to deal with it. Like it's just execution flubs.
Right.
Like he loves to just if he's holding ledge, he'll just side B onto stage, and I get hit by it a lot, and it's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Just react with shield. That's the best I can say.
Yeah. Uh, I get shine spiked a lot, but I'm getting better. I've been practicing the if he shines me while I'm on stage and it's going to push me off, I can do the snap to ledge thing.
Right.
Because I used to just fly off because no one told me that I had to put the stick back in the neutral position first to grab luck.
Happens.
Yeah. And then my recovery is not amazing. He'll just shine me. He'll just shine spike me like almost every time. Recovery is definitely a little tricky for me with the Fox because I feel like my only option is to just go low as hell and then use my side B and double jump to just throw them off and get back up. Yeah.
What was the situation again? Sorry.
Just recovery in general.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of like, I don't know. Are you worried about getting shine spiked? Is the thing?
Usually, yeah.
Usually, okay. It's usually about like dropping low, and or like instantly double jumping and attacking to beat the jump out, shine, and then every once in a while side being if they're good at like going out and shine spiking you, every once in a while doing the side B.
Gotcha.
So because like the side B is what they're looking for specifically. So you have to be really, really cautious of that shit.
Yeah. I've definitely gotten punished for that.
Yeah.
Losing my train of thought. Yeah. I mean, that's all I got for Fox, I guess.
Okay. All right. Cool. Any final pieces of questions that you have?
I don't think so, man. I mean, you covered pretty much everything I was wondering, and
Yeah.
I super appreciate you for it.
Yeah, no, not a problem.
You will be the cause of the havoc that will be wreaked upon my region.
Oh my god, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, dude.
Just Marth MUs prospering. That's what I live for. So,
what are your thoughts on? I mean, I know the answer already, but there's this fox, not the number one fox, but he. I think I'm like got a 90% win rate on him, and he just has been telling people I suck at the game. Carried by Marth.
Sure.
I just cheese him out, whatever. Should I give a shit? Or should I just keep using those things he thinks is cheesy? Because, like, to be honest, I don't really do the cheesy shit. Like, I don't really full chain grab that much, even though I should. I don't do the down throw, down tilt shit, even though I should.
Right.
Most of the frustration he has is that I get like air quote random tipper F smash in neutral, but it's like they're not that random. I mean, sometimes they're like not placed smartly, but usually I place them for a reason, like purposefully.
Right. I mean,
how do you deal with? I guess what I'm really asking is how do you deal with the haters? Like, because it makes me want to go for like cool shit and risk losing.
Yeah. So
because
like,
it's definitely affecting my social. Like, personally, I've never been like disliked somebody for the way they play the game. Like, it's just the character, but like it feels like when it's me, it almost feels personal.
right.
Because like, have you dealt with that at all?
Yeah. I mean, I dealt with that a couple times. So, but I don't know. I mean, let's see.
Because I could either just go full Marth mode and, you know, I guess make them not like me, or I could try to dial it back. And I mean, I still think if they lose, they're just going to hate it anyway.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, there's a couple routes that we could go, but if they're already gonna, like, what's the real issue, right? Like, do they actually hate you because you're lame? I'm not saying you're lame, but
yeah.
Do you actually think that's the issue, or do you think they're mad because they're losing?
I think a little bit of both, honestly. I think they don't understand what is and isn't cheese from Marth, because they're pretty low level players. Like, someone straight up told me that if they didn't know me and weren't my friend, that they would never want to play me because it's so fucking annoying to play me because I'm assuming Marth.
Sure.
Because I'm the only Marth in the region.
Gotcha.
So there's been like, but then on the flip side, there's been times where I'll play the same people and I'm like, okay, I know they don't like Marth. I'll just play my other characters. And then they're like bad because I'm beating them with not my main. Like, it's almost like you can't win.
Yeah. That's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it is.
The reason that I have a problem with it is because the social aspect of the melee thing is like my main reason to play the game.
Right.
So if like that's not there, like why am I playing the game?
Right.
I don't know. If you have any comments on that, that'd be cool.
You could always try and talk to them and be like, I mean, I don't know how many people it is. I don't know how,
It's just like a handful of people like that I know of.
I don't know how mostly in the community you are, how like tightly ingrained in the community you are. But like, if you are tightly ingrained in the community, you could, tell people just like, I actually don't think you're losing to cheese. I think you think these things are cheesy, but you're legitimately just losing. So get good, like,
Yeah.
obviously not in that tone or those words, but essentially the same thing. So, because we've all lost and been salty,
Yeah.
But there's a difference between like losing and being salty and saying some shit that we shouldn't say, and losing and being salty and saying some shit that we should say, which is like, I don't know. This guy's a fucking monkey, He's just
That's definitely what one guy says. Like that one fox who said I suck. But then on the flip side, my buddy who also uses Fox, he also gets just as salty, but he never is personal to me about it. He's always like, yeah, Marth just exists and I die. I can't do anything about it.
Right.
And that's fine. I mean, I'll accept that. It doesn't bother me at all.
Some people will have to like take blame outside of themselves to feel okay about the results of the matches that happen.
Yeah.
That's also another thing. So is it just different? So like there's different types of salt. There's like regular salt. There's like, oh God, what is it called? Kosher. There's like kosher salt. There's like sea salt. There's all different types of salt. You know what I mean? So you got to figure out what type of salt it is, and then you got to combat it from that aspect. It's like, oh, this isn't a me thing. This is a him losing and not being able to accept defeat in reality kind of thing. It's just like, interesting. You're just like, well, if you didn't play Marth, I would have won. It's just like, oh, all right. Well, I mean, maybe like I might have like beaten you with another character, or maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say. Life's kind of funny like that. But I can't tell you what the fact of the match was. It's like I did win, and that is what happened. So
yeah,
if you want to say I'm carried by my character, that's completely fine. But
yeah, true. And I guess if the person is taking it to the personal level, they're not really worth trying to be friends with, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't even. I mean, people will let it be known if they want to be around you or not.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like that's an immediate red flag
off of how someone plays the game.
Right. Especially for me, that would be an immediate red flag. It's just like you got kids, so like I don't know, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you got stuff to take care of. So.
But yeah, just wanted to get a little therapy session real quick.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, like I said, like, why does it affect you the way that it does?
Probably because I considered that person like a friend.
Oh, I see.
And it was just kind of like, felt betrayed.
Yeah. Have you thought about trying to talk to them about this? It was like, hey, look, I thought we were friends, and then you were saying this shit about me. Like, what's up?
No, I guess not. That might be a good way because
it's hard. That's really hard.
When you feel betrayed, you mostly think about ways to get back at them versus making peace. At least me, like I get those ideas in my head. Like I was just gonna be like, well, next time we play it, I'm just gonna fucking go Mario,
Right.
and win and prove that I'm not carried or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably a better approach, is just reach out and be like, what's up, man?
Right. Beat them even harder with Marth.
Yeah.
So that's like that would be my advice. It was just like beat them even worse with your character. So it's just like, I don't know. That kind of fragile thinking is just like not cut out for competition.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. It reminds me of like one time I saw, I think it was some dude raging over putt. It was just like,
damn.
God, they're not in like melee community. Like, thank God they're not in like something else.
Yeah, jeez.
It's like, dude, I can't even hit this like fucking it's just like, oh my God, bro. Like, it's putt. Like, how I don't even understand how you can get mad at putt. Like, dude, it's glow in the dark golf. Like, we can't even see shit in here.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, I barely even know what's going on, dude. Like, this dude's getting mad about it. And, some people just don't have very good control of their emotions. And that's perfectly fine. We accept all walks of life. But who we let into our strange little worlds is not gonna, is something that's up to us. And if they're gonna act like big babies, then probably not something we want to have in our life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want you to think I'm like lecturing you or anything.
I like it.
Yeah.
I thrive off of lectures.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. That's going to be another $30.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Did you get that, Raj? Yeah, who's paying me for this, by the way?
Raj is definitely paying.
Raj. Okay, sick. All right, sick. Oh, my God. That's too funny.
But yeah, super appreciate it again, dude.
Yeah, not a problem.
It'll be good use, I promise.
You'll put it to good use. Yeah. Let me know. Ping me. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I'll do really good at tipped off.
Yeah, hell yeah. Beat all the puffs.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt them.
Nice. That Nair, dude. That Nair is fucked up. That Nair is a war crime, dude. Like, that is.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 puffs that are going that I've lost to at majors.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, not this time, bitch. You're gonna have a better player me.
Not again. Not again. Oh my God, dude. All these puffs, they just cheese me, bro. Because their character. that guy.
I was definitely that guy, because it's like, okay, I get rested. That's so fucking lame.
Right.
Wall of Death bared. Can't do anything about it. Fucking lame.
Right.
But if I play I'm supposed to, those options don't exist nearly as much.
Right. Man, I had that shit beaten out of me when I was like coming up like so fast. Like man, this is lame. Be like, dude, I'm beating you with Bowser. It was just like, all right, fine. Whatever, dude. It's like, dude, this matchup sucks. Like, dude, this is Link. This is one of the worst characters. Like, dude, you are trash at this game, bro. You are not anything. It's just like, all right, fine. So
yeah, I definitely have some matchups that I feel that way, but it's definitely just lack of knowledge.
Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully this helped. So.
Oh, it will. I promise.
Yeah, sweet. I want to see that short dash in, pause into grab in place against the other Fox player though. I want to see that shit. That or just like any of the other options that I mentioned, the dash forward wave, dash back would be sick, as well as some of the string work, dash forward wave, dash forward, dash back, or run forward wave, dash back would be dope too.
Yeah,
Or see all of it.
point to get some games versus him recorded.
Okay.
Try to implement that stuff you said.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet.
All right. Thank you again.
Yeah. Not a problem.
And I hope you have a good night.
Thanks. Y'all too. Peace.
See you, man.